CMPRadio.net, the voice of Chester.
CMPRadio.net, man. You already know it's your boy Uncle P,
Cousin Mike.
Drea B.
And,
What's good?
And Sister Drea, man. We got some community information we want to share with you real quick, right? Don't shoot me because I'm a little slow behind everything, but you know, it's a bunch of stuff going on. There you go.
Okay, so
where we at? Right here.
Okay, I'll get to it. So, the Chester Education Foundation is currently recruiting for 22 young adults ages 18 through 24 with a high school diploma to join their Blueprint for Success program starting July 14th, and you must live in Delaware County. I'm going to give you some other information. A program offers 2 career-building tracks. Both include paid internships, professional development, and real-world training to help you succeed. So if you're really interested, you need to apply by May 30th. Yeah, by May 30th. And the contacts are Miss Elaine Green. I remember Miss Green. And that's at egreene@chestereducation.org or Josh Kiner at 610-364-1212. I know a lot of people have children that need to work or do something productive this summer, so please, make the deadline, May 30th, 2025.
And we got the other joint. Yup. Dear students and families, Chester Education Foundation, they are now recruiting 60 children, high school ages 16 to 18 for their year-long STEP program. This incredible opportunity is open to students who are currently enrolled in school and have not yet graduated. Program highlights: summer employment, work 28 hours per week, 6 weeks, $15 per hour. School year employment, continuing working 9 hours per week during the academic year. Professional development, attend weekly employment sessions to build your skills and support your success. Ready to start or have questions? Contact Miss Jenkins or Miss Green at 610-364-1212 to enroll today. Don't miss out on this exciting opportunity to earn money, gain experience, and grow your future. Listen, man, hit up Chester Education Foundation. Both programs are excellent, man. Their Blueprint for Success program is throughout the county, and the STEP program is in Chester, right?
Get a job.
Yeah. Also, June 7th, Saturday, man, wear orange peace walk, man. Make sure you come out. Make sure you walk with us. We're walking from Curlin Street to the Martin Luther King head on 7th Street. What's that? No, that's Engle Street, on Engle Street, right? 6th and Engle, right? Come out, man. Live DJ, barbecue, games, prizes. Last year they had McDonald's there. Yeah. They had a bunch of burgers, a bunch of fries. You feel me? It was a good look. It was a nice way to come out. And people to talk, right? People to talk that have lost somebody, right? People to talk that have lost a friend, right? Chester Community Coalition, they're a great organization. They're talking about therapy, trauma-informed therapy, helping people. So definitely I know it's hard for you to scan, but if you take a picture, right, or if I don't know what you got to do. You ain't got another phone? I got 2 phones, so it ain't hard for me to scan. You feel me? But call your friend and get your friend to scan in and sign up and come out, man. Chester, come out, man. Let's make this March one to remember. Let's come out. Let's flood the streets, man. CMP Radio.
Wear your orange.
.net.
What's good?
What else is going on, man? How you feeling?
How's everybody good this week? Everybody been good? I'm sorry. God damn it.
Yeah, man. Yes. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. You got the hat on.
How's everybody week going so far? I'm tripping.
Got the mints in your mouth talking. Got me looking all crazy.
You been good?
I've been good.
Yeah. Straight, man. Can't complain.
Ain't no need to.
Been good week this far.
Right.
Andrea?
The week just started, so it shouldn't be bad.
No, man. Listen, when you crack them eyes open, man, problems can arise.
Y'all just be gangbanging on bacon first.
Gang
of the
on
week.
bacon.
Yes, man. It happens.
Like life is that rough that
It
you
happens.
just gotta be
Why your face all
angry
like
and
Cause
ready to fight everybody.
You hear
already.
gangbanging. At least I do. When
Yeah.
I hear gangbanging, I'm thinking about something else.
You
What are you thinking
gangbanging on
about?
bacon?
What was gangbanging
Talking
on?
about upset, ready to
Something's
fight.
wrong with you.
Something wrong.
Something's really
Your
wrong
face
with
just was
you.
like, what?
That I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
No, you know what I'm talking about. I don't think about gang warring. You feel me? Gang banging. You feel me? Like
You gangbanging?
you know what happens in a gang bang.
Hey, everybody else week been good?
Yeah.
What?
How
Yeah, that's
we
good.
starting
That's
off
good.
fine. Great.
See, that's just
Well,
me.
man, this is another week of Straight Like That podcast, man. We coming to you live from the CMP radio station.
You're fired.
It's been a crazy day.
It has.
It's been a crazy day, man. A lot of highs and lows, man.
A lot of highs.
A lot of highs and lows. Nephew, prom day.
Absolutely,
what I'm
absolutely.
saying?
JP went to the prom, right?
Big up, look sharp, look like money.
Okay.
Look like money, smell like money. What type of cologne he had on?
Versace.
Versace. I'm not sure Versace.
That's doing the big. Listen, y'all spent a pretty penny. He look real good. Look real good. Y'all spent a lot of money.
Killed me. I'm done. Oh man,
You're not done.
I am. I got 6 years to another one.
Well, yeah, you got some time,
You know,
but you're not
5
done.
years, 4 years, however many years.
you
It's
got
not. It's
some-
not right behind each
Not
other.
right behind. That's
The
good.
last 4 years, bro. Graduation, prom, graduation, prom, graduation, prom, college graduation, prom. You feel me? Like,
Yeah, man.
bro.
Should have pulled out.
Should have wore a condom,
Or should have wore a condom.
but I ain't no.
He was
bag.
married at that time. It's all right.
It don't matter.
It's all right. What you mean?
Oh yeah.
You were married.
And so what?
You
Still-
you don't bag when you're married.
You
better
can.
not. You better not.
You bag
better
if you
not.
wrong. You bag. Oh, so let the ladies tell you bag if you wrong. But anyway, we're not talking about that right
Better-
now.
but like I said, it's been a lot of highs and lows, and then we experienced something, man, today that I'm sorry, I just never thought it would hit this close to home. Not
What?
saying that it never did,
I was about to
but
say.
I never seen it like this. Yo.
Never seen what like
Like,
that.
this close to home. That video that Gio's
You never seen
Loaded.
nobody get beat up by the police.
I've seen it.
I
but
got beat up by the police.
They-
But here's the thing.
Social media
Again,
wasn't
we never
popping when you
seen
got
Social
your
media
ass
definitely
whooped.
wasn't popping.
Yeah,
And I would have got
yeah.
paid off that joint. He gonna get some money, bro, because that was excessive force.
My set.
Big fact.
My face. I mean, my space was out there.
You know what
got
I'm
your ass
saying?
whooped.
I'm just saying this close to home. That's right around the corner from here.
Right.
Wow.
So that's what I'm talking about. Like that shit is wild, man. Why do they treat us with so much disgust and disdain? Like, what the? He didn't do. Listen, I can't say what he did do or what he didn't do. All we seen
Him
from
on the
the
ground.
video is him on the ground,
Right.
tased,
Right.
normally with 25,000 and 50,000 volts.
I've been tased before.
And your experience is what?
Lights off, lights out, like completely.
You're numb. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, with that being said,
I was knocking at the door, trying to give Jalila her card, her welfare card. I went to the store. I wasn't
Right.
supposed to. I was driving. She was pregnant with JP. Wasn't supposed to drive. Of course, I was dirty, and police followed me. The cop got behind me. He hit my car.
Yeah.
So instantaneously, I took off. I had just got my ass whooped about 8 months prior.
Right.
You know, from Baton Area and Jackson. You feel me? They had a field day on me. You feel me? Fucked me up. We're gonna talk about that a little bit too. But
Right.
I was nervous, even though I know I had to run because I had to get rid of what was on
Yeah,
me.
you
But
had to.
anyway, ran from the police, jumped over the fence, knocking on my door. I got the knocking, do. Next thing, pop,
Yeah.
Lights out, bro. Lights out, straight to the ground.
So just listen.
And he
you
gave me
said-
another shot on the ground.
Wow.
Absolutely. That's what they do. They're going to give you it's a nice experience for them. You got to understand, you're a cop. So to fire your gun or to fire your taser, understand it's a nice experience. When you are in the street and you have a gun, you know how it feels to shoot your gun. To get an opportunity to shoot your gun, why do you think everybody rushes out on New Year's to fire their gun?
Mm-hmm.
So I have a question.
Talking to the microphone.
So when it comes to like the police in Chester, like what's the percentage of people that live in a community that are police? Like,
None.
No, don't say none. It's about 1%.
So let's talk about that. Don't you think if we had more people from our community that were police in our community, that we would have less incidents like that?
I've been asking.
Excuse me. Who live in the city?
Joy Teller husband.
Who?
Joy Teller husband.
Okay. All right. So the 2 black people.
Right.
That's on
And the other brother. He Muslim.
Okay. So 3 black people.
Hey, that's it.
Right. Yep.
I mean, it's very hard for you to get, first of all, listen, I love my community.
Okay.
Right? You got to understand how much I love it, but I do not love the way we are anti-police. You feel me? But I get why we're anti-police because everybody has sold a Nick bag of weed. Whether through connection or you just dropping it off or you picking somebody up, everybody's cousin, somebody's brother, somebody's uncle, somebody's nephew, somebody's sister, somebody's niece has done this. So we all feel as though we are illegal. So no, everybody, when they say fuck 12, they really run with that. You feel me? I don't fuck with police. I try to talk to so many young men, bro, coming up, graduating high school. Yo, you should apply for the test, become a cop, bro. I ain't gonna be no cop. Why? Because my homies gonna look at me different. They ain't gonna look at you no different, bro. If they look at you any different, they wasn't your homies to begin with. I want to become a cop to protect and serve my community. That means, and I knew this from the time I was a drug dealer, my uncle explained it to me, you have one job, and that's to stay the fuck away from them. That's the only job you got as a drug dealer, to stay away from the police. So if you all up in their face, then you ain't no drug dealer. You feel me? But if you're a drug dealer, you're like, yo, what's up? And you keep it moving. Get off the corner. You don't want to be out there in the open. But now, this new age, we on Facebook. We post all our weed. If coke was still hitting, niggas be posting cocaine, pills, all types. It's like, why?
So how do you think we could, as a community, change that stigma? Like conversations with the current-
That ain't gonna help.
Conversations with the community itself.
That needs to happen.
The conversations need to happen inside the community. If you want to change something, you have to talk inside the community. You can't talk on top of it. You can't talk above it. You can't talk below it. You got to be in the community and talk to the community and get them to understand the importance of having more cops from your community. When I was coming up, people knew the cops.
Yeah,
Thanks.
they
You
live.
feel me? They listen.
What's the law now? I don't know if it's still the same. When
You had to live-
officer, you had to live down here or have a residence down here for 5 years.
That's how it is in Philly.
You just get an address. Just use mail.
But I know that now. That's
Who's
what
going
a
to
lot
check
of-
up on it? I'm the police. Who's going to check up on me? Who going to check me? That's the problem.
Yeah, and that's not happening.
So now I feel as though, the city needs an ordinance, right? Every city throughout America needs an ordinance of non-police officers sitting on a panel discussing when the police do something like this, whether he deserves charges. Not the police, not the FOP, because they a gang, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
The police,
They all
oh
a part of
my
the same. Exactly. Go
when
on.
they whooped my ass, bro, I was working. I wasn't hustling. I was working. I went to the hospital, get some medicine for my daughter, pulled up on the block. 2 girls was fighting. I get out the car, I park it, I break the fight up. I tell them, yo, chill, calm down. Batnary pulls up. I'm talking to the lady on the corner.
Yeah.
I'm asking her if she all right. She was like, thank you, Pierre. You feel me? Because that's who I was.
Right.
We're not hustling out front of here.
Exactly.
Take it to the alleyway. You understand what I'm saying? Have some respect for the older people. They pay property taxes, bro. You're dropping their property value.
Exactly.
You feel me? Sitting out here doing all this stuff. So Batnary pulls up, say, get the fuck off the corner. At the time, I was campaigning for Thaddeus Kirkland and Al Jacobs. They didn't like that. So they hopped out the car, you feel me, and got to get up against the car. No problem. You feel me? He controlled me with this finger, bro.
Ooh.
Twist that motherfucker. Think he broke it, got me on the floor, started punching on me. I had cuts all on my face. Jackson punching me, kicking me. They locked me up. Bibby was on patrol. You feel me? I said, Bibby, man, come on, man, get me out of here, man. I ain't do nothing, man. They got bogus charges. You know me. You feel me? It's like, all right. They came back, gave me my belt. They said, you free to go.
That's some bull.
He said, you want to go to the hospital or you want to go home?
That's what he
I
asked.
said, nigga, I want to go home. Fuck that. I go to the hospital when I leave here. That's what I did. Went to the hospital, called me a lawyer, got a lawyer. I was on probation at the time. Call the lawyer. I go to see my probation officer. They got a warrant for you. For what? For you didn't. I got arrested on these charges. I got a picture taken.
Right.
You feel me? I can't think of the cop's name. That's the two strokes. I'm not being rude or anything. I remember the two that beat me up, but the brother anyway, he took my picture. He booked me.
Yeah.
On the charges. I get locked back up.
When you get to the jail.
Yeah,
Okay.
I get locked back up for that. You feel me? Now Marilyn is the officer in there. Now when I say police stick together, she had a whole attitude. She was mad at me. I'm like, Marilyn, we used to walk the high together. Right. I mean, you used to be a police officer in the high. I used to be right there with you. So what's the issue?
Right.
What did I do? Oh, you always come in here. I said, no, I hired a lawyer. Mm-hmm. And that's why they locking me up, because now they need evidence that they really locked me up and ran me. She get an attitude. Then she go up and talk to Judge Seaton. Judge Seaton didn't know who I was. Judge Seaton, she go in there. Oh, he gave me all types of trouble. Judge Seaton sent me out the county on a $2,000 bail. For these charges? This is petty shit.
Wow.
Became harassment, you feel me? Then Al Jacobs get me to go in there and plead guilty to the charge. That was a whole bunch of, like, when you think about things and how things are affecting us in our community, we got to look at what we go through. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And then say, yo, that's why this system is messed up, because people sit in places and they get to, oh, yeah, no, I'm cool with that. No, you can't be cool with any of that, bro. Mm-hmm. We got to break it all down. And that's why I say I'm cool with Trump doing everything he's doing right now, because it has to be destroyed.
Exactly.
So I want to bring up someone's name. And back when I was a child, his name was Commodore Harris. He was our teacher. That was one of the best cops that I remember. He did a lot of things for the community. He did a lot of things for me. Like, what happened to people like him? He's been gone, deceased for a while.
So that's when black people were moving up. That's when black people, Black Moses, you had Chappies, you had stores, you had things that, and that when they threw the drugs in the community, everybody was trying to get a piece. You feel me? And then that switched over from the police being from us to being outside of us and coming in to police us. I call police now. I said, y'all worse than the people that work at the ASPCA. Come in and kick all the dog cages, get them all riled up, then let the dogs out. Who else is there for the dogs to attack but each other?
That's it.
So when we get all riled up and we get upset, I'm like, no, hold up, calm down. Because we can't go after them. Now we had one, the man whose son got killed, I think it was in Ohio, you feel me? Yeah, and he went out and he said, I'm taking one of y'all, and I'll go to jail.
Eye for an eye, man. Kenny said it. So I believe that's our step. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. We have to do to them what they're doing to us.
But how do we combat violence with violence? It seems like it's going to be just an ongoing cycle.
Listen,
what violence is happening on the other side? There is no violence on the other side.
They get off scot-free, a little slap on the wrist, and like you said, they go in front of this board that are police and lawyers currently. This is not even former cops, anything like that. These are people that's currently working with you. So you done went to their crib, went to their barbecue, brung something to the house, you know what I'm saying, talk to their wife. They don't want to see you without a job, without taking care of your family. So they're going to stick by you.
It's a brother.
It's a brother. It's the biggest gain in the world. And how do you pierce that? How do you do that?
How do you pierce that?
Like you just fucking. I just believe you got to, like you said, like Kenny said, man, eye for an eye. You shoot my dog, I'm gonna kill your cat. If you don't got no dog,
then that'll leave us without no dogs and cats, bro.
Listen, man.
Hey, we need our community to come together. We need solutions. We need to be driven. We need to come up with a plan. We can do it. We can implement it. If you haven't seen anything since 2020 taught you that we can come together, enough of us come together, we can get some things done. You feel me? But if we're not coming together to understand what we need to get done, then we don't get nothing done. So if we just come together to party and drink, everybody gets drunk. Everybody parties. But if we come together to really make sure this is going down like this and we're holding people accountable and we're saying no to this and yes to that and we want this, then that's when change comes in. But until then, bro, it's just the same thing.
There ain't nothing going to happen.
And I feel sorry for the brother that it happened to. But like I said, when you first said it, I said, bro, that ain't the first time I told Kenny. When I talked to him, I said, that ain't the first time anybody got beat up by the police. And it ain't going to be the last. And I hate to say that, but this is what happens when you don't hold them accountable, bro. So after that, they had another argument where they were sitting there talking to him, and they was out there arguing with the police. The police shouldn't be sitting there arguing with you. After y'all arrest them, y'all should leave.
Exactly.
Because y'all already don't have no respect for the area. You don't have no respect for the citizens. You're not knocking on the door asking grandma, is she all right? She need any help? And she come to you and tell, yeah, little Johnny, my grandson's out there, man. Can you find him? You ain't going to look for him for real, for real.
Give two shits.
That's why I respect the father that killed that cop who shot his son. Fuck him.
You got to.
I respect him too.
You got to because.
But then what happened after that? It's done.
It's done.
He's dead. They move on. And guess what? They're still policing our neighborhood. They're still kicking our cages. They're still upsetting our children. When our children are in school and they're in 5th, 6th, 4th grade, and they're saying, fuck 12. That's a problem. Because who you going to call when they break up in your house? Who you going to call when your car gets stolen? Who you going to call? You going to call the Ghostbusters.
You got to call them.
So you can't say fuck 12 when you need them.
So what about like having different programs in schools? I remember, I can't even think. Like,
Their program. That's how I became a drug dealer.
What?
Shout out to Detective. I can't remember his name either. Listen, he came into class. We was in class, and he was.
They give you the game.
Listen,
They was doing that in elementary school.
Exactly.
They give you the game.
My dad had just died, and I was in 7th grade, and he came into class, and the girls was, I didn't like taking showers. I didn't like deodorant, right? So my underarms was a little, frosty.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay.
And
what's the word you use?
Frosty.
Frosty.
The little white stuff that come up, right?
Yeah.
And they were talking about it, and they was like, if Jean-Pierre was to become a drug dealer, how many girls in there would talk to him? They all raised their hand. Psh, boy.
You was.
It was looking for the pack. Yup. Let me go. Yo, I need that. I need that. I'm hanging around all the drug dealers. I'm learning all the lingo, going to the store for them, every fucking thing to the point where they not
I
pay.
need one on the house.
Yeah.
Give me my first one on the house.
Yeah.
Give me my first one on the house. I'm
all the girls. Back. When I say we was in a class of 10, all 7 girls raised their hand and said, yeah. I said, oh yeah.
I know what I'm doing.
I'm becoming a drug dealer.
Listen, they ask that question. They ask his funky ass, and they be giving you the game. They give you the game to the point where they say, "Man, I'm just ain't messing with the old folks or the kids, man." And we don't see it.
Bro.
We get out the way.
What you mean? There's no way? How are you gonna say there's no way that the DARE program told me to
prevent forest fires?
And only I can move work. You feel me? Like, can't nobody move no work like me, bro. I ain't trying that. But yeah, honestly, I mean, that's how he started hiding dimes under his nuts. Yup. Oh, they ain't tell you about that when I got arrested to go upstate. I came outside, with no drawers on.
Okay, no shame.
I was high at the time. I was getting big high. I was just talking, shout out, I was just talking to my brother-in-law. I ain't seen him in years, bro. And he was like, damn, P, you don't smoke weed no more? I was like, nah, he's like, you used to get big high, bro. I'm talking about you used to ride up top, ounce in your car, then you talk about you putting dust on it. You feel me? Like, you don't want to smoke. You don't want to smoke that with me. I was tripping.
Wow.
Smelling like a Stacky's hoagie. Yep. Funky, bro.
Yes, sir, man. Ew. Those was the days.
Those were definitely the days. But we need our community to come together. I know I'll be joking a lot and saying a lot of crazy stuff, but that's just to lighten the mood, man. Our community has to come together. We have to understand how important the police are, and we have to talk to our children about becoming police. Yes, it's a dangerous job, but guess what? So is running the streets. So if you can run the streets legally, carry a gun legally, and be able to help your community, do that. Outside of selling drugs illegally, running the streets illegally, and destroying your community. I think about it all the time, and I say, I am so sorry that I wanted that attention. See, the drug dealers that I knew, they pull up in a nice car.
Yeah.
They get out. They get respect. You feel me? Like the drug dealers that I saw, I'm talking about Mercedes. They was pulling up in nice cars. I ain't see no bums. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Like, even the ones that dressed bummy had money. You feel me? Shout out to my old head. You feel me? He taught me, you don't got to buy one sweatsuit. Just go take a shower. You feel me? But you can put the same sweatsuit on. You can wear that for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I just read a comment. We can police ourselves, but how would y'all feel like if we could, like, if what if, like, in a perfect world there was like no police and the community appointed?
You still have to put people in charge. There still has to be someone in charge to arrest. You have to arrest people. You can't let a person that's endangering children, a person that's getting high and drunk in the streets. Like, it's not that we don't need laws. I don't think the police need as many toys as they have.
I agree.
Like all of that extra stuff. So like defund some of the police, right? Just a little bit. I don't want to take everything from you.
Right.
Because if he got a gun, I want you to have a gun. I don't want to be being held up by, and you ain't got no gun, you trying to talk to him. No, shoot this nigga. I'm a duck. You feel me? Like, but the same issue comes up. Can we police ourselves? We need people in the community to step out. If we want to police ourselves, we need people to start it. You feel me? Citizens on patrol. We joked about this with Kenny on Kenny's show. You feel me? But cops, man, citizens on patrol. That's what cops are.
They just not citizens. I'm currently watching.
They are citizens.
They're definitely all not citizens.
I'm currently watching. What's that show?
Said that
Shy.
That's
and
the community
during this
issue.
season,
Right.
they are doing that. Like the
show.
mayor defunded the police department, and the community is pretty much policing itself. You're going to have some people. You're going to have some that can't
Take
get
advantage.
away. That take advantage, exactly. But then if there's enough of us that's going to patrol the area that we live in our community, I believe crime can subside though.
So I want to read Dante's comment. He said, "There's no way we can police ourselves if we can't even get along with each other too. Too many egos and overly emotional people."
Well, that's what happens in a community that doesn't have a lot, right? When you get a lot, you develop an ego. We got gatekeepers. We got people that are egotistical. We got people that are quick to snake their brother out of a position. You feel me? Just because they want to be in that position. That's the problem. You feel me? We need honesty. We need people to say, listen, I don't want this done to me, so I'm not going to do it to you.
Flat out.
You feel me? Like, and if people aren't worried about that, they just worried about the next come up, the next paycheck. You feel me? Like people are in survival mode. And we need to drop the survival mode and say, listen, I'm surviving. I'm here. I'm blessed. I wake up every day. I can go get my own money.
Exactly.
You feel me? And we're going to talk about that. You feel me? Like following your own path, beating your own drum, like listening to your inner drum, right? What does that take? You feel me? Because if I would explain to you, I'm going to start a radio station. I'm selling drugs, bro. I'm making good money selling drugs, bro. I'm cool. I just drop all of that and start a radio station? How?
You had to be listening to your own beat.
I wasn't listening to nobody else's beat. And then when you started with people, and then people coming here and say, oh, P, you got to stop cussing. You got to, nigga, don't change me. If you feel like I need to stop cussing, then you need to do it yourself. You feel me? You can go over there and do that. I'm talking to the people that I talk to. I'm talking to my community. And they know Pierre going to say, I don't give a fuck as much as he want. You understand what I'm saying? But he don't mean it. You feel me? He just saying it. Like, so there's so much we can do in our community. There's so much but we need people, bro. We need honest people. We need people that care about their community, that are teaching their children to care about their community. I remember when I first told my kids, stop throwing trash out the car, because we used to do that on a daily basis. I took my son out there to clean Curlin Street exit. He was like, yo, we used to throw trash out of this car all the time. I said, yeah, that's why I come out here and do it. You feel me? And I kept on doing it until the city decided to do it. And then the city knocked it out. Now I don't have to do it.
Right.
You feel me? But I'll find another alleyway. Trust me, I'm looking for it. As soon as I get myself together, I'll find another alleyway. I'll get back out there and I'll clean up. You feel me? Because that's what we all should be doing. My grandma used to wake up every Saturday morning, clean the house, then go outside and clean the block. We don't do that anymore. Nobody comes outside. And if you do come outside, you breaking a bottle or you cussing at somebody, you yelling at somebody. Like, no. Yeah. Clean your community. Clean your community and everything else will follow.
That's it. That's all, man. But look, y'all, we got a great topic tonight, man. I like that. It's a great segue to the, dancing to the beat of your own drum. What's the pros and cons of dancing to the beat of your own drum? I'm going to start. I believe the pro is it's nothing more or better than affirming yourself. Affirming yourself and, waking up every morning, looking in the mirror, be like, man, you could do it. You got it. You blessed. You, like you said, P, all the time on TikTok, man. And if you wake up, you blessed, because that's half the battle right there. If you don't wake up, guess what? You're gone. So be thankful for that. That's number one. Another pro of it is you can always champion yourself, and also you can always, if you're honest with yourself, hold yourself accountable. You know what I'm saying? And it don't even take a lot to hold yourself accountable. You be like, man, I did fuck that up. I'm wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? Don't take a little quick minute, you know what I'm saying? Shake it off, dust yourself off, get right back in the game. That's some pros. A con for that, others might think you crazy talking to yourself. If you're out loud, outwardly talking person like that, some people might think you're crazy. Some may even think you're selfish because you're talking to you. You're invested in you. So, you know, if it's all about you, then yeah, a lot. But there's nothing wrong with being selfish when you're taking care of yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a con, but is it really a con? I don't believe so. I just looking in from the outside looking in. And another one could be, I was thinking about this, man. Especially if you're in a relationship, you have tunnel vision. And some people, if you're in a relationship, tunnel vision can be dangerous because you got that one track mind. You know, you're not broad. You're probably not even being. You're not even being to the point of I could compromise. It's all about this one thing that I want to do. I got to do it before I move on to the next, and this, that, and the third. So those are my pros and cons of dancing to the beat of your own drum. I believe it's a good thing, also a bad thing if you don't communicate the drum that you have or you're dancing to. What you think?
Andrea? No, you go next.
Okay, so y'all, I picked this topic because I beat to my own drum, and I feel like the best way to be is authentic. And when you're authentic, it's like everything you do, it has to be aligned. And at the end of the day, if you are true to yourself, I feel like everything will fall into place. And sometimes I feel like it's okay to have tunnel vision at times when you have a specific goal that you're trying to accomplish, and you're like, hey, if I don't get locked in or lasered in on this, it's not going to pop. So for that time, you got to be locked in. And some people might be like, you're selfish, all you think about is yourself. Because
they want your time. They want your time, too.
But if you don't stay focused to your vision, then you might not accomplish what you want to do.
Right.
So I think it's more pros to marching to your own drum. It also means that you're confident. Like, you got to be your biggest fan. At the end of the day, ain't nobody going to cheer for you like you cheer for yourself.
Right.
And everybody likes affirmation and people, compliments. But when you march to your own drum, it's like if nobody clapping for me, I'm gonna clap for myself. And I think
I call that the Snoop Dogg mentality.
Okay.
Definitely when he was receiving his award at the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and he said what he said, you had to big up Big Homie for that one. Listen, don't nobody like me or don't nobody fuck with me. I fuck with me.
Absolutely.
And you got to keep it that way. You got to. Today, 2025, man, everybody, listen, it's only a select few that's going to be in your corner cheering.
Nikki.
It's only a select few. And you got to be like, you know what I'm saying? I'm my biggest cheerleader.
Yeah.
Listen, to thyself, always be true.
To thine own self.
Listen, to thy own self, always be true. Because it's like, if I can't be truthful to myself, how I'm going to be truthful to anybody else?
That's where it starts.
Everything starts with you. What about you, P?
No, I love to beat my own drum.
I can't take this nigga serious. Go ahead.
Well, I do. Ain't no noise afterwards. You feel me? No. I'm talking about something else. Oh, my fault. Anyway, beating my own drum, it was hard for me. You feel me? Moving to the sound of my own drum because I ran from that noise. I called it noise at the time when I was younger. You feel me? I always wanted acceptance. You feel me? Like I wanted approval. You feel me? And the reason I wanted approval is because my dad was so strict. You feel me? If I would have went to therapy when I was a young boy, I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be sitting in this room right now. Not to say I wouldn't be somewhere doing a radio or something, but I wouldn't be sitting here right now, right? Because when I say I love my community, bro, I love what it taught me. I love how it looked after me. You feel me? I love how it protected me. You feel me? There was some things that I did where some niggas stepped up and was like, nah, we got you. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Like, nah, you good. You feel me? So for me, marching to the beat of your own drum takes a lot of belief in self. You You feel me? I really didn't realize what all it entailed until I started this radio station. Until I said, all right, I'm not selling drugs and doing what everybody else is doing. You feel me? I'm going to stop. I'm cold turkey. I'm just going to go into this radio station. And even then, it wasn't really me beating to my own drum because I was on another radio station. You feel me? So I was following behind them.
Right.
You feel me? And then when they moved from the city, you feel me? Purple Queen and No Q Tommy, when they moved from the city, when they took their radio station and took it up Philly, I didn't speak Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So I'm going back to Chester. You feel me? So me and Chuck started here. But even then, right, cultivating mature positivity, I could have named it anything. Why you name your radio station Cultivating Mature Positivity? Like, you ain't really, I'm really about that. You feel me? And I had to be about that. And it wasn't until last year when I heard it again. You feel me? That and it's a smooth beat. You feel me? And it makes me just step to it. And now I don't care who with me, bro. I don't care who signed up, who riding with me. We can do this by ourselves. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
We gonna get it done.
Right.
And so beating your own drum, yeah, it comes with pros and cons, but I don't even think about that. I mean, it's the wins and the losses for me. You feel me? I don't learn a lot from my wins because I won. You feel me? So I study my losses, though. I go back and I re-examine my losses. Why did this happen? That happened because I'm doing this. Well, I got to stop doing that, right? I was saying this at the radio. Something's not right.
Right.
You feel me? So we got to fix it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the energy is in here. I need new energy. I need new people. I need new faces. I need new support. You feel me? It gets hard sometimes, but you have to keep your head down and just keep marching to your own beat, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro. You got to listen. Then you got to pray, bro. You got to find time for silence.
Exactly.
A lot of us don't want silence because we don't agree with what we're doing. You feel me? For real. Silence will have you looking at yourself like, oh, shit, I fucked up. And if it doesn't, there's a problem.
Because you know at that silent time, it makes you look in the mirror. And a lot of us look in the mirror to check our fit and all that in our labor, but we don't look in the mirror to check us. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Accountability is a foreign thing to a lot of us. Cause that means we gotta really, really say, yo, man, you wasn't good over here. You cheated. You lied. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. But everybody can be accountable. That's the crazy thing. No one's perfect, but we all can be accountable. So if you just, carry grace with you, man, and accountability, man, along with that beat, because that's what makes you you.
Right.
Once you find who you are, there's the beat. There's one. That's the one. As a drummer, you're always looking for the one. So guess what? Once you find that one, and you can repeat it and keep going, and your ears hear it, and that's what you want to do, and that's what you believe in, and you want to go after, do it. And don't worry about what the naysayers or the haters or anybody else got to say, man. That's your time to shine.
It took me a while to believe that because I thought what I was doing was for the community. So whenever I got somebody to say something, I was like, damn,
right,
I'm doing this. And it wasn't until this last year, bro, when I just said, when I say this, I don't really mean like fuck everybody.
Right.
But it really became like, I don't give a fuck how you feel.
Right.
You feel me? Like, I'm going to support what I want to support.
Right.
And I'm going to show you how much I care about the community. You feel me? And I don't care how you feel about me. We can still talk. I don't have no beef with nobody. I want to talk. But if you don't want to talk about it, then cool. Leave it alone. But I really don't care. And I want to thank Miss Zulene Mayfield, bro, because since my mother left, bro, like, all the time she called me and tell me she loved me and she appreciates what I'm doing for the community. And she, come on, P. I ain't seen you. Why you ain't been out? Why you ain't coming out? Why you ain't doing something? I'm like, Miss Zulene, I just don't have the energy in me. You feel me? Like, it's not where I wanted to be, where I needed to be. And it wasn't until, this year, the new year came in and I said, all right, I can't keep that. I can't keep that energy with me. So you got to change, bro. And you'll hear it. Trust me, when you're in silence, bro, silence is deafening, bro. It will define you. Are you scared of your silence? Are you scared to sit in a room by yourself? Are you scared to sleep by yourself? Are you scared to live in a house by yourself? When you walk through and you don't hear nothing, No complaining, no yelling, no fussing, no screaming, no hollering. Like, you don't hear nothing, bro. You got to ask yourself, is this what I want? Is this part of my mission? Am I supposed to be in here?
Some people just function very well in chaos. That's their norm. I don't want chaos. I don't want a lot of noise.
Some people are just, some people are just surviving and not living, and that's
Backwards.
That's really, really backwards.
It's backwards, but yeah, we could say it's backwards because we found our beat. But to them, they're you know what I'm saying? They're in search of theirs. So, I mean, we got to give them grace. We got to give them, you know what I'm saying? That as well, because that's tough. That's tough.
Speaking of grace, it's like at any age you can redefine or rediscover who you are.
Right.
And so many times we start off thinking, okay, this is the path where I want to go, or this is what I want to do. And then you might have some experiences that you're like, nah, I don't want to go right now. I want to go left now. So being okay with the fact at any age, you can change. Yeah. So many people be afraid of change and they become stagnant in their jobs, stagnant in their relationships, stagnant in their friendships, just stagnant in their life because they are unwilling to change or scared to change. Mm-hmm. And that's a lot of people walking around.
Yeah, because change is different. That's it. A lot of people don't want. I'm comfortable. I know what I'm getting when I'm content.
That's all you get, though.
That's all you get, but you know what you're getting. Like, you know what you're getting when you working, you know what I'm saying, 80 hours every 2 weeks. You know what that paycheck is. You know the budget or you know what you got to do with that money. So you just take that and you just shift it to your personal life. You know what I can't stand? I can't stand when a female be like, yo, you boring. All you do is sit in the house. Or I know. But guess what boring do? Keep me safe. It'll keep you safe. It keep money in my pocket. And everything that they doing out there, I probably already did it. Don't need to do it no more.
Bro.
Only experience it. Bro. So I'm in the house. I like to make my house. I like to be boring. Thank you. You're not hurting my feelings if you say I'm boring. I'm sorry. I like to stay in the house. I don't need to go outside. I like to go outside to find new eateries. But after that,
I can tell you've been hitting up a couple.
I have.
Gotta slow down.
I'm trying to.
Gotta slow down.
I'm trying to.
You putting on the weight. I'm taking it.
Listen,
I'm dropping it. You picking it up.
Talk to me. Bad. I'm gonna do better.
Yeah, you gotta do better, bro.
I am.
Get back in the gym.
I am.
Yeah.
All right, stop talking to me.
All right, my fault.
But then listen, that drum beat, I've been missing that one. I gotta get back on that.
What, the gym?
The gym one.
Yeah, man.
I gotta get back on that one.
Well, be his accountability partner.
Oh no, I need accountability partner. I need somebody to hold me accountable. Like I can do a lot of things. Just going to the gym and focusing on fitness just ain't one of them. You feel me? And I done hit a couple people up that I know do it, and then after that it's like, man, I ain't got time for that shit.
You know what my thing is about the gym?
What?
And I even thought about getting surgery. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I'm being straight like that.
You thought about getting surgery?
Yeah, because
you're lazy.
I'm not just lazy. I don't want to hurt to feel better or to look better or to lose weight.
You gotta earn it. That's how you earn it.
If I go to work and earn my money, guess what?
Work.
I could pay.
You stand on your feet.
I could pay for it, right?
This nigga's crazy.
I'm just saying. I'm being very honest. I've been thinking about it.
You gonna have a fat face. Your face don't match your body.
You've been thinking about it, bro.
You gonna have a fat face and a skinny body.
And just work out after that.
So he's just getting a little jump start.
Yeah, just getting a little. Listen, man.
I guess you got to keep it because if you like to go eat, because you gonna put that weight right back on. Give them to shrink your stomach while you at it. So that's real. Though.
I don't know. I've been thinking about it. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, don't do that. Just go work. Just go work.
You ready?
A year.
A year?
Who ready?
You.
Boy, I'm good.
See.
It's only because it takes up a lot of time, and I don't really.
We only need an hour a day.
What about your meal planning? That because it starts with your diet.
You know the crazy thing. I don't eat until the afternoon, right? But when I eat,
That's why you gain weight.
I
Eat late.
eat a nice.
Yeah, you greedy. You gorging.
Lunch,
You
and then
gorging.
for dinner is crazy.
Yeah, you gorging. You can't
Then
do
I
that.
eat at night
No.
when I'm
When
laying
you're a
down.
snacker?
Yeah.
So you gotta
God.
you gotta start your fast. Like say, all right, I'm done eating anything after 7 p.m. Then the next time you wake up at 7 p.m. So your body, you wasn't eating anything for 12 hours. That's a fast. You feel me? That's why they call it.
Fasting?
That's why they call it break fast. You feel me? Because you're breaking your
breaking it,
fast.
right.
You feel me? But if you extend that and say, all right, I'm not going to eat anything till 12. Now it's a 17-hour. You feel me? Now it becomes a 17-hour situation where you haven't eaten anything and you eat little shit, fruit, vegetables. You feel me? Like light shit. You could cook them, drink a little smoothie or something like that. That's how you lose weight.
I'm gonna try it.
9:30 starting first Monday as school ends. Don't do it. It messes with your mind with some people. Yeah, he gonna be all skinny and have a big ass head, hitting them drums.
You play the drums?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Man, I've been playing the drums since I was 3 years old.
Right.
You jack of all trades.
Yeah, he do a lot of. He cut hair, mess people's hairlines up.
Really though?
Then he throw the paint on there.
I gave him a baldy.
He definitely gave me a baldy. I had a head full of hair.
Really?
I said, Mike, you fucked my hair. up."
You had a full of hair?
Huh? Mike did it.
How long you been?
Mike didn't do it.
How long you had the body?
Andre, don't listen to him. He has his hair grows around here. He was thinning right here in the center.
Okay.
I
Right
had,
in
a,
the back and
I had a
center.
sunroof.
He definitely
I ain't like it.
pulling up on
I ain't like it, so I said, fuck
He
it.
could
up on the scene
he could
with the
easily
ceiling
get
missing.
a one against the grain and get it a shape up and all that. He don't want to.
Okay.
Plus, y'all went up in prices.
Spray.
Nigga charging you $40 for a haircut. I'm not
Right.
paying no $40 for no nigga to cut
You
my
gonna
hair.
have to spray it
I
in the
ain't
middle.
gonna do that.
Y'all.
I ain't gonna do that.
I'm just saying.
Nah, it's cool.
I'm gonna do that.
That's why I'm fool with you now.
But
So what?
Mike cut hair, sell dope, fuck the. Woo!
hold up, bro.
The little boy's mom who come to get a
He
cut.
definitely do that.
I don't do that.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
do.
do that last part. I do not.
Yeah, community service,
I don't
Mike.
do that. No.
No, you don't
You
do
do
the second
community
part
service?
either.
I have
you
done
don't?
that. I'm not doing that now. So yes.
Okay.
You know,
Yes,
you know
I
what's
don't do
crazy?
that.
You know what I found out? And I remember when I was younger that you used to go to a barber and it was an older man cutting your hair. He would give you life lessons.
That's
He
like
would talk to
therapy.
We was
you.
at, we was at Norris.
Right,
That's what
right,
Quran
right
and
there
them
on
used to
Third
do.
Street.
Right. And it was like, it was amazing. Now you got all these young boys cutting hair and they don't know how to talk.
They don't.
You feel me? They don't even know how to talk to themselves, let alone be able to talk to their customer. Right? So
I
it's
know.
just silence. You feel me? So, you know, you can't go in there and talk about something. The barbershop used to be the place to go.
Yeah, it was a
It'd
silence.
be very therapeutic. I remember I used to just go sit in the barbershop just to talk. You feel me? Like, and that's
You still got some. I like for that. I like our shop for that.
Right.
I like 7th Street,
Right.
the new shop for that.
right,
Supremes.
right.
They got a lot of new people too, but when we was there, it was nice for that. Like I said, was that Jason?
Oh, fur. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, not that. No, I'm talking about Jason on 7th Street. That was at the
Okay.
new shop and got his own. It's still a select few barbershops that still have that old,
Feeling.
yeah, that still have that residue of that. So they still out there, but you are right. It's a lot of young bucks taking the game over, which is cool,
But they got to talk, bro.
but they
Right?
don't know how to do that.
You got to
They-
give
they
therapy.
don't.
You got to give therapy. A lot of these young
Everybody
people.
don't have people skills. They might have the skills to do their,
Then
Do
you're
their
not.
job.
Then you're
They
not
got
a.
the skills to do their job,
Then-
but that's a part of your job.
Yes.
too.
So if you don't have the skills to communicate with the people
Gotta
that.
be able to
Think
do
about
that.
when you go to the doctors and so you have some that provide great care. They give you the medicine or tell you the treatment.
Guess what
plan,
kind of doctor
but
you
they
not-
had- But they might bedside manner might be trained.
Guess what kind of doctor you're not going to go to if his bedside manner is trash? And you know which doctor I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I
You
already know.
see, so you want good bedside manner when you got somebody down between you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't want
Yeah,
nobody down there like,
yeah,
yo, what the hell is going on
yeah,
here?
right.
Right? You feel me?
Facts,
Like,
facts.
I'm just
Don't
like,
know,
yo,
don't
this,
know how to read a room.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Oh my god.
this joint is crazy.
Yeah,
You feel me?
That's what kind of doctor you want to make sure that they on the
Right, right,
That's why
right.
we definitely do.
Right.
So, but the thing
You
about
feel
the
me?
barbershop is, like, we are, as a barber, You are so many different things, man, to
Yes,
that
you
customer
are.
that's
Yes, you are.
in your chair.
Yes, you are.
You are what they need at that time. So if they need an accountant, that's why you gotta learn about some money.
Bro.
If they need relationship advice, you gotta be able to be a people person. And there's a lot of barbers right now that, sorry, I'm gonna say it like this. There's a lot of dudes out here that cut hair that's not people. Not people persons. Like that. They can't do it.
So you need your people skills.
Yeah, you don't
To hone up on your people skills.
They gotta get it.
I think you should give. I think a barber should be a licensed therapist. In all actuality, a barber should be a licensed therapist.
I agree because
He's sitting there.
that's
Right.
really that pole that we have,
Right.
that red, blue, and white pole.
Right.
It stems from being a doctor.
Right.
Being a doctor. So when there was dermatologists just came out. I forget the year, but it was recent. It's not that long of ago. You know who they came to?
Barbers.
They came to the barbers for
Right.
skincare,
Right.
for all these things.
Right.
Wow.
So when people say a therapist, who you talking to about? You talking about all these things to your barber, and for nowadays, if you don't even know how to communicate, you just sitting in the chair getting a haircut, and then you leaving, but you want to charge a premium price. You can't do that. I don't see how you could do that and not give the people what they want.
True. No one wants to learn. They just want to do and wonder why they fail.
Yep.
That's hard.
Yep. But what else? We're supposed to talk about this situation with Megan Thee Stallion.
Poor Tory Lanez. I feel sorry for him. He got stabbed up 14 times, and it wasn't even about Megan Thee Stallion or anything. So supposedly, the guy that stabbed him is doing life for stabbing people.
Yeah.
So he's a habitual
Poker.
No
Pause.
Diddy.
Did he?
He's a habitual prison inmate stabber. That's what he does, right? Go ahead. What you about to say? See? So that's what he does. So supposedly in the visiting room,
This nigga tried to be Tory Lanez.
our brother Tory Lanez, who has since COVID, that was my guy.
Yeah.
During COVID, he had the girls doing everything.
Yes.
He had a couple chicks from the city getting up there and shaking their butt. You feel me? So
listen,
that's
man.
my guy.
He
You
had
feel me?
hits.
I was upset when the allegations was put down on him that he shot her, but I let it do what it do. Anyway, so he's in the visiting room. He's visiting with his wife. Tory Lanez is in there. Tory Lanez supposedly either looked at his wife or said something to his wife, and the boy came back to the block and said, "Don't do that again."
Right.
And then Tory Lanez went on with his cocky self and said, "Nigga, I'm gonna do it every time I see your wife." She was looking at me. I'm in here with you. I can't fuck her. You feel me? But if she's looking at me and she want to have sex, I'm going to look at her like I want to have sex.
He like 5'2", right?
It don't matter. Tory, and you know what they say, that Napoleon complex is a real thing.
No, I know.
I'm short niggas.
Yeah.
Every time I'm around a nigga shorter than me, he got an attitude. Man, what is your problem, bro? I don't want shit, chick.
I don't have an attitude with you.
When you first started, bro, you had an attitude.
I've never had
You
an
feel me?
attitude.
You had an attitude a couple times.
No, I did
You
not.
feel me? You came in talking
But-
about what this nigga talking about.
Don't do that.
You feel me? You know, you already
don't
know,
do
bro.
that.
Like,
I
I mean,
did not
yes,
do
we
that.
did. The very first meeting we had was at Uno's, bro. You walked in there
did
like,
not do that.
yeah, I got a podcast.
This nigga lying his ass
Hey, nigga, I
off
got a
right
radio station. What the fuck you talking about? I ain't got no fucking podcast. Go ahead.
now. But the crazy thing is, I just believe Tory Lanez was just being him. He was being a celebrity without the. He was being a star without the celebrity.
He was still a celebrity locked
He
up,
got
bro.
poked up.
He got poked up 14. He got stabbed in the
14.
head. I said, how you stab him in the head?
14
It
times.
must be a purpose for his life because he survived all that. That's
Nah,
a
people
lot.
get stabbed up all the time in jail. And he got something across his face, so he might got his fresh $150. He might got a $150.
He got the Omar.
You feel me? Yeah, like listen, that they called a $150. You feel me? In New York, that they will really like slice
Yeah,
your face,
slice
bro.
you down.
That's what they do. You feel me? They gang warn. You feel me? Not gang banging,
Gang Warren.
not gang banging, gang warn.
Right.
Gang banging on bacon.
I
Like that.
understand.
Banging.
No. We're not doing that.
See?
But
You sure that the guy
It's gang
wasn't
warn.
trying
It's not gang banging.
to Gang bang.
See?
Gang.
See? Keep playing with the gang gang.
we playing with the gang.
Keep playing with the gang gang.
But the new evidence is pointing in the direction of someone
Ben.
else. It's not Tory Lanez that shot Megan Thee Stallion in her feet.
They said it's Ben.
It's been.
It's been pointing at
They've
that.
been saying that her friend did it.
Who
This
else
is how
shot?
quick her friend turned on her.
Right.
It was only them three in the vehicle. So
They was playing with the gun.
yeah,
You know,
totally.
Tory probably pulled that joint out like, look at this
Look
joint.
at this new joint I
You
got or
feel
something
me?
like
Like,
that.
oh,
and
let
put
me
it in
see
her hand.
it. You feel
I
me?
believe that's exactly what happened. And she's saying it look all nice and shiny. Oh, let me see that gun. I've never shot in a gun. That joint go off.
Boom, boom, boom. And hit Meghan in the foot.
And Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan should have just went to the hospital and not said anything. But
So she didn't say anything originally. So the cops came and had all of them. So what she said was originally was that she stepped on some glass, and that's how she cut her foot. So I think as time went on, or whatever, her and her friend, or her supposedly friend, was talking, and so she said that she got shot. And then that's literally how it went. Watch her documentary. She got a documentary.
I don't care about Megan Thee Stallion
And she
documentary.
was talking about it.
I'm not a groupie. I don't care about.
It's not about
Who?
being a groupie. Watching a
No, I like that.
documentary.
I like that. I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
she got a porn out.
Watching a
I watch that.
documentary
I
is
support
not
that.
about
She's a
being
great
groupie.
teacher, a twerk teacher.
Twerker.
She's a great twerk teacher.
You got knees like Megan Thee
Oh,
Stallion.
you gotta have those knees. You need to have those knees.
Anyway,
You gotta have those.
now what was you saying, Leslie? It's not about what?
You gotta have.
It's not about being a groupie because
not
you.
about
I'm not calling you a groupie. I'm saying I'm not.
I'm
I don't care about celebrity news.
It has nothing to do with being a groupie.
What does that have to do with?
You could turn on the TV and celebrity news will be on.
True. That's
So
why I
it
don't turn
doesn't
on TV.
matter. You do.
Not every day. I watch wrestling. I'll be a groupie
You're
on
a
wrestling.
groupie on wrestling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, brother.
CM Punk in his punk panties.
See,
That's crazy.
how you gonna shoot at my man like that? Shout out to CM Punk, man. Don't be talking about my man.
Punk panties.
It's clobbering
Listen,
time.
in a long time.
They be on
I was
that
a
jump.
look, and I knew he was gonna hop on here. Fuck, leave him. How was a documentary being a groupie? I'm not
You know
watching.
he's special.
He said he watched Puff Daddy documentary. I'm not watching that
all the
because
time.
it's already fucking proved. R. Kelly's documentary. I didn't watch that. It's already fucking proven. Why do I need to watch the inner workings to know how much of a freak you really were?
Well, because they were talking about a lot of different stuff. It wasn't just about.
I don't care about your upbringing. You got 500 bottles of baby oil in your house. You
Diddy
a freak, bro.
Why do we always be talking about this baby oil?
Because that's where it
That's what they
leads.
confiscated.
You
they
got
took
like 20
that.
bottles of baby oil upstairs.
Don't be
What
talking
you
about. See, I'm not Diddy.
You are Diddy.
No, I'm not.
With 20 bottles of baby oil upstairs.
I don't have his sex filled part. I wish I
lying.
did.
That nigga is.
I'm lying.
he
Take your
is
clothes
disgusting.
off. No, that's not
Slip and
disgusting.
slide
Diddy,
records.
Diddy is.
I mean, just his behavior being.
Diddy is disgusting, man.
He just like a different type of sex.
No,
I can watch
And
porn.
they said he got a teeter neater.
Man,
So,
man.
maybe he just got this fantasy because he not really pleasing the ladies. They said
I don't
the
know. I
girl
don't
said
give a
he
damn.
raped her,
Like, he
but
got-
she
that's
didn't.
disgusting.
And
Somebody said he got
it
size of a
didn't
Tootsie
hurt
Roll.
because it was the size of a Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, that's
She
what they
said it didn't hurt. Yeah, she said he raped her, but it didn't hurt.
The long one.
No, she said
Can't be talking about the.
She said it was a Tootsie Roll.
I haven't watched any of that garbage
Said
either.
it was a midget.
I'm not.
That's nasty.
Said it was a Tootsie Roll midget. One of the
That's
small.
I mean, I can't
Take
knock
that,
him
take
from
that.
being a freak. I can knock him from being violent.
Right.
He's freaky. He's freaky. That's
Right.
his business.
No what? No? No
of the
what?
stuff
You
he
watch
was
porn,
doing.
right?
Some
I
of the
do.
stuff he was doing is not even shouldn't even be on porn. This,
What was he doing?
Did he pee on somebody?
He was.
Don't know.
I don't want to watch
He
that.
was letting the girl.
It's different. It's go ahead.
He wanted the people to come on her,
Uh-huh.
and then she
Throw it on him.
come on his chest. Yeah.
This nigga's
Oh,
nasty.
see, you can't tell me that nigga ain't gay.
He is that.
I can't confirm it or deny.
Why you want another nigga come on you? That's disgusting.
Because he got money.
I can see.
And he probably used to stand there like this.
He has definitely. He's uncouth.
Now, if you were saying,
Well,
okay.
that money made him.
Money makes a lot of niggas uncouth.
If you could say, oh, I want a female. He wanted a female to rub her cum on.
But we talked about this last week because we were talking about Clive Davis being his role model, being his
Because he was, yeah.
and Clive Davis was playing in his butt.
And he was.
Some people sell their soul, bro. I'm not watching no documentary about no celebrity. It's people doing worse than them in their crib right now. He just got caught. Boy.
Exactly.
That's why I don't want no parts of it.
He got caught.
Right. They said you're not who you are until you get caught. So not a rapist till you get caught. Even though you're raping people and you're taking things from people, you're not a rapist, you're not a drug dealer, you're not a criminal until you get caught. Then you're done.
That's scary.
It is. It is.
That's bad.
Yeah.
That nigga is terrible.
He was having fun until
Fun.
it wasn't fun no more.
Nah.
It was always fun. He been doing it for the last 30 years.
I know. I said it was fun until it wasn't fun anymore.
What happened was he went after those people, them liquor people, and they paid. They gave Cassie a couple $. They was like, "Listen, we'll fund
We
you."
need your story.
Yeah.
No, her husband was Diddy's trainer. He was there for a lot of it.
Definitely was.
They
but
needed
the
some
thing is-
money.
No, they needed some.
They needed some money.
They needed some factual. They needed somebody who was in the inside the workings. And Cassie at that time, like you sever ties with Diddy. Let's get his ass now. Like
I didn't know she was married.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was.
Because I don't care. Like literally, I don't care. You have too much money for me to be concerned with. Like the cancellation and taking, like, they're celebrities. I remember I used to work at 8th Street Lounge, and Donovan McNabb and all them would come in the buildings. Everybody run up to him. They're like, yo, I'm not running up to him for what? He's human just like me.
big fact.
I'm not running up to him. I'm not saying if he came over to me and talked to me, we had a conversation. We sat there and busted up. You feel me? He's like, nah, man, you cool, man. You thorough, man. I like you. Yeah, whatever. You ain't gonna do nothing just because you like me. You ain't gonna give me no $1 million. So why am I come up to you? Oh my God, you're the #1 quarterback now. And I did like him. He was on my Eagles. He was a quarterback for my Eagles. But I'm not gonna run up to you and massage your ego. Have you thinking? You feel me? You don't know what a rich person want to do to you. You go up, run up to him and be a fan. Women can do it all the time. It's not a problem. 9 times out of 10, you probably want him to do it to you. Me, as a man, I'm not running up to nobody and say, yo, man, I'm a huge fan. I can meet anybody. I could walk in the store right now and see Jalen Hurts. I'm going to say, what's going on, Jalen? Keep it moving. I done walked at, what was the store? They used to sell the clothes for the big guys up on Broad Street. I walk up in there, see Beanie Siegels, the basketball players, the Dikembe Mutombo. What's going on, bro? And keep it moving, bro. I don't have to be a groupie. And that's just me. I'm not calling anybody a groupie. I don't have to be that. You feel me?
That's good.
Yeah.
This niggas is nasty though.
Well,
We want to answer this last topic.
yes, let's get into this last topic. Lead it.
All right. So the last topic is the power of manifestation. I'm a firm believer that you have what you say you have, and you can speak things into existence. I've spoke a lot of things into existence. I don't know if anybody's in the chat has experience of, like, writing things out, making it plain, whether it's in their journal, whether it's in their notes section of their phone, where they have like a certain particular desire or goal, and it happening from just continue to write it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Y'all had that experience?
You have to write it out.
Got to.
I
I've
mean-
learned that. Not just saying it, but write it down, make it plain, man. Write the vision, make it plain.
And my third,
And leave it just like that. Life and death
Power
is
of
in the
tongue.
power of your tongue. So if it's in the power of your tongue, guess what?
trying to power your hands too.
Your hands got to have power too. So write that down.
Right. I used to always think, man, I never thought I would see 37.
Wow.
Man, I thought I would die. My dad died at 37, so it's like, and naturally a child sees that reflection for him. You feel me? So I never thought I would live past 37. So majority of the stuff I did that was wild and crazy was before 37. After 37, bro, I was done.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? I wasn't as tame as I should have been, but I wasn't as wild as I was. You feel me? So,
Right.
And I had to learn that, right? I had to go through that. But going to therapy, and my therapist suggesting that I buy a journal and I write in that journal. I wrote everything about this radio station in that journal, bro. Wow. Everything. You feel me? When I moved over here, I found a couple of the journals. I was like, damn, look at this shit. You feel me? Me and Leslie was talking about it. I said, damn, I really talked about this shit, and this shit really came true. You feel me? Like, but that's what it takes, bro. You have to believe in yourself. And that goes hand in hand with walking to your own drum. You feel me? Like you have to believe in yourself. You have to put it down on paper. You have to write it down, and you have to understand that it might take a little while. It might not happen right away. What they say, he may not come when you want him, but he'll be there right on time.
Right.
He's an on-time God, right? So if you believe in it, if you believe it, bro, if you write it down and you just look at it and you look at it every day and you add more stuff to it. I started off CMP. What was CMP? Cultivating mature positivity, constantly making progress, changing media's perspective. And these are words that just popped up with new people come in. I don't have a problem with them taking CMP and adding something else to it. You feel me? Because CMP is family. CMP is about the community, right? So it's like, man, I believed in myself so much, bro, that I willed myself here. You feel me? Like, and for everybody that has helped me, for everybody that has believed in me, I'm willing them for something else. Right. Like, what do you want to do? When you come in and you come into the radio station, I don't want to tell you what to do. What do you want to do? What do you find to be attractive about the radio station? What do you think you want to do? You want to do a podcast? All right, let's work on a podcast. You say you want to be out in the community. I'm trying to figure out how to run a radio station. I would love for somebody to come in and say that. I will give it to them. Leslie, I don't got no problem. You want to be CEO? Shit, I'll give you a t-shirt with CEO on it. Go do the job. You feel me? Like, it's on you. I just want to be here. I only wanted to talk. But there was no place that I could go to talk that wanted to talk the way I wanted to talk. You understand what I'm saying? That wanted to allow me to talk the way I wanted to talk. So I had no other choice but to start my own.
I was looking at this comment about vision boards. I've made plenty of vision boards, and I definitely feel like it's power in doing that. But as we talk about manifestation, it's also about putting in the work. So you can't say, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that.
God, give it to me.
You're not making no action steps towards it. So that's important. Just as you speak it, you believe it, but you're making those steps to whatever you're trying to get, whatever you're trying to obtain.
I believe I'm going to hit the Powerball. You feel me? I rode past this. I was down in Delaware, and I haven't been down there on that side of town in a long time. I think the twins, they just turned 10 in April. I think they were just born. Okay. You feel me? So it's been a while. But and they built this nice building down there, and I was like, yo, if I was to hit the Powerball, that's what I would do. I would fix up one of these Ys, get the pool ready. You feel me? Olympic-sized swimming pool, get the basketball courts outside, get everything ready for my community, because I'm all about that. You feel me? And I put the radio station in that joint. Make sure it's a decked out radio station. That's what I want. You feel me? That's my dream, honestly. You feel me? So I write that down every day. But for me to get that, I'm going to need some help.
Right.
Ain't nobody going to come and help us in the community if we ain't helping ourselves.
Right.
And when they come and help us, trust me, they're trying to take out more than they're giving.
Yeah.
So you got to be aware of that. You feel me? You signing up to work with somebody and they ain't never done nothing for your community. They ain't never came in here and gave your community anything, but you're working with them. Well, then they want something, and they want a lot.
All in return.
Right? They want it all in return, right? So for me, it's about understanding what you want to see, manifesting that. I don't care how long it takes. I could be 85 years old and hit the Powerball. I will still buy the Y, fix the Y up, gut it out. I'll probably buy two of them, put one on the west side, one on the east side. You understand what I'm saying? Like, make sure there's money there to do it, and then guess what'll happen right after I do it? I'm going to die.
You know what's so funny? Y'all ever been a part of this? This is a scenario. You manifest something, right? Or you envision something happen, but you never spoke it, you never wrote it, and you see it. But you can't take credit for that because you didn't write it down. You didn't speak it.
Right.
They call. I want to say they call it what? Deja vu.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really not. You just had a glimpse of what
could have been.
What could have been. So, speak over your life, man. Positively, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Pray over yourself. Affirm yourself. Be confident in yourself.
Yes.
And guess what? Somebody give you, if the big man give you a vision, a glimpse, a look inside of what's coming for you, write it down. Write it down. Write the things you want to see happen in your life. Write that down. Write these things down for your family, what you want to experience, the trips you want to go on, how you want them to go. Because guess what? When you come back to that book and you see that these things are marked up, you feel accomplished. You feel accomplished.
Said the police department. Go ahead.
I want to say one other comment on this topic. In order to receive more, you have to be a good steward of what you have, the things that you have, too. So you got to always operate in gratitude, no matter what season you are in your life, no matter if you're like trying to manifest things or try to pray for things and they may not be coming at the speed that you want, but you have to be appreciative of where you are at the time. So at the end of the day, because if you want to receive greater, you got to be a good steward of the blessings and gifts and talents that you have. That's so important because so many people get caught up like in what's not going right and what's wrong, and they forget to be grateful. And you can mess up, your blessings by being ungrateful. Mm-hmm. You be a good steward of everything. Anything that you're gifted, that you have, take care of it.
I knew that was Vic.
Right. But look, y'all, it's been another great week. Str8 Like Dat podcast. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, chilling with us, talking to us,
Yes,
chopping it up with us. P, you good?
I'm great, bro. Like I just want everybody to understand, man. Nothing happens if you don't say anything.
It is.
Nothing happens if you don't allow it to work for you. You got to be patient, right? And listen, you'll go through it, and I'm a living example of moving at your own pace and moving at your own beat. When I started this, bro, I didn't know how I was going to survive. Mm-hmm. Things happen. The DA came through with a job. You feel me? That got me some survival. You feel me? Like PA Humanities hit me up. Then Reworld came to me. You feel me? Like, so I understood why everybody was looking at me crazy last year. You feel me? Because I made it happen. You feel me? Like, without really needing anyone. You feel me? I didn't need anyone to sign, like, on the line and say, this is who he is. They knew who I was. I'm not going to say I didn't need anyone. I'm going to say I didn't need anyone to pick me up and say, yo, this is what he does. Because they saw me. They already saw me doing it. So I need for everyone to understand, right? Nothing happens without trying. Nothing happens without believing. Nothing happens without failure. Nothing happens without falling. Nothing happens in this world without things happening to you and through you.
Right.
So you have to believe in why you're doing what you're doing. So another great show. I appreciate y'all.
Yes. Dre, you good?
I'm tired. I'm good.
You tired? L.
Yo.
Thank you again. You all right? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Listen, man.
I'm cooly wooly.
Always good to be good, man. It's been another episode of Str8
Like
Dat.
I ain't
We'll see y'all
gang
next
banging on
week,
bacon.
man.
What'd you say?
I said I ain't gang banging on bacon.
Oh, pause.
Please.
See y'all next week.
Can you say Gang Warren, please?
I'm not gang banging on steak or oodles and noodles.
I'm gonna send you to your other show. You do that on Sunday. The Cut Up Podcast is coming back, y'all. Leslie will be live. My man Curtis in here, man. It's a great show. Make sure you tune in, man. Tons of information, tons of drinks, shots. Yeah, see if you can be a guest.
You can come on the Cut Up. We on
You feel me?
Sundays at 12 o'clock. It's lit, too.
Ms. Mayfield.
12 o'clock.
Fuck Reworld, Ecoventa too. And Mom, you are more than welcome to say what you want to say. I will not. We're not doing that, right? I know they help me, so I get it. CMPRadio.net, man. We're out of here.
Get up, it's the station. Peace.
Peace.